Hey everyone, it's me, Anime Gamer here, bringing you once again a more so late 12 days of anime, which is day 8. Now, before I talk about the said series in question I'll be talking about, I'm just going to go over a bit of this one thing. Within this past year, I've been getting more and more into dark mangas. And such as like Hunter x Hunter, Gantz, to name a couple of them, and one of the series that I guess more so kickstarted all of this, which is the reason why I'm talking about this, was what got me into checking out more dark manga, was Mahou Shoujo of the Inn. And the best way I think I could describe Mahou Shoujo of the Inn is that the more so first chapter itself reminds me, if you combine the beginning of High School of the Dead and Dead Man Wonderland, with I guess a survival aspect of Mahou Shoujo of the Inn, I mean of High School of the Dead, but with the gore level of like Dead Man Wonderland. That's what I would say. Say right there, primarily in fact during one particular moment that happens in the first chapter, and actually no, two particular moments. One reminds me of Dead Man Wonderland, the other moment reminds me of High School of the Dead. And now let's get started. The more so, this Mahou Shoujo of the Inn begins with the main character Kagogomi, or however you pronounce his name. He more so rises at school and starts talking about his classmates, and we see his normal everyday life and some of the students. We get introduced to one of his crush, a girl he has a crush on, a couple of bullies who is picking on the main character's childhood friend, and his childhood friend as well. Then things get a bit weird. During class, he looks out the window and he sees a teacher talking to this like weird little girl that is wearing like a magical girl costume, and what happens next is something a bit strange. What happens is that this magical girl does this. She uses this ginormous, giant hammer, actually, no wait, more so actually I would say along the lines of possibly a mace, and just smacks that teacher's head straight through, which, here's the picture of, here's like that page right here. Pretty violent and brutal, am I right? But let's get back to it. The next thing happens is that our main character, he was like, what the hell was that? And he finds it a bit hard to believe that happened, so his more so course of action is that he decides to go into the bathroom and try to and he takes a piss. He washes his hands, just leave the classroom for a bit and just make sure he wasn't having like a crazy dream. Then he hears he hears screams coming from his classroom, and that we see that magical girl. It's not in fact a dream. She did in fact kill that teacher, and now she's in the school. And he more so, because of that scream, picks up a baseball bat. He walks into the classroom with that magical girl, pretty much absolutely killing everyone in gruesome ways, like blowing them up, hitting them so hard they explode, and all that shit. He's shocked to see the fact that just about almost everyone in his class is dead. He starts to more so puss out, tells her to stay away, but then he sees his crush is still alive. Then the magical girl heads straight for his crush, but he grabs his baseball bat, hits her in the head, and things get even worse from here on. The more so, I guess, mace or mallet that magical girl was holding falls down and hits his crush on the head, literally destroying about half her face and killing her. Then in response, the main character Morso beats that magical girl to death. And from then on, and in the fact that we see his childhood friend come out of, I guess, a Morso broom closet, the fact that she was scared and hiding from there, and that's where our first chapter ends. Now, when I remember what I said earlier, there's a couple moments that remind me of Dead Man Wonderland and High School of the Dead. The moment that reminds me of High School of the Dead was, I believe, the main character's name of High School of the Dead is Sagashi, and their first experience, I guess, with this whole event is in similar way. They see more so a teacher getting killed by, I guess, one of these type of monsters. That's what reminds me, that particular moment right there reminds me of High School of the Dead, plus the whole survival aspect. And while there's some fan service in the series, like nowhere near like to the obvious degree of High School of the Dead, there's that, and then there's the whole magical girl, like just absolutely fucking shit up and destroying the classroom. That reminds me a lot of the very, like, I guess, first 5 minutes of the first episode of Dead Man Wonderland, of when the Red Man Morso kills the main character. I believe his name is Shinji. The main character of Dead Man Wonderland pretty much murders his entire class, and even kills his crush, a girl he has a crush on, in the process. So yeah, that was essentially Mahou Shoujo of the End, Chapter 1. Did you guys, me personally, I think it's a solid manga in my opinion. It was actually one of the series to get me into dark manga, that's why I'm talking about it. But I did actually fell behind on the series, haven't read it, like one of the newer chapters in a couple of months now. I should probably recatch back up to it. In fact, who knows, I might someday just review it, who knows. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on Mahou Shoujo of the End? Give me your thoughts down below. If you've read the series, did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you somewhere in the middle? If you guys like this video, leave it a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. And like always, if you want to see more content like this, including chapter reviews, seasonal anime episode reviews, gaming videos, and of course the rest of the 12 days of anime, sub to me like always. And yeah, anyways, I'm a Game Nerd signing out. Peace.